Hello, Brett Hayes, Vitality Plus Australia. Recently we added to the Vitality Plus Australia product line a formulation called TriOxygen. Now TriOxygen gets its name from the three ingredients that help transport the oxygen, the singlet oxygen. Number one ingredient is gold. Number two ingredient is sulphur, and then number three ingredient is silver. Now, gold, think of gold. Think of the most elite people. Think of the most powerful people in the world. The kings, the queens, the popes. They're surrounded in gold. Why is that? When was the last time you gave yourself some gold internally? Same thing with silver. Silver is a bacteriostat, it's an antibiotic, it's a water purifier. When was the last time you brought small amounts of silver into your body to clean your body's waters? On that note, I also like to think of gold. I relate gold to the sun, and without the sun there's no life on the earth. I relate silver to the moon. The moon controls all the waters on the planet and the seasons. Now, added to the gold and the silver is the sulphur. Now, sulphur is the volcanic fire energy. Sulphur is the one that helps us assimilate proteins. So if you look at all the most fertile soils of the planet, it's all volcanic soils. So sulphur is a big, powerful energy, a fertilizer for the body. Funny thing about sulphur is sulphur has a very high affinity to silver. Funny thing about silver, silver has a very high affinity to oxygen. So when the nanoparticle gold is introduced to the water in this formula, in the TriOxygen, then the sulphur is added, then the silver is, and the nanoparticle silver is added, then it's pumped full of the oxygen. And it's the silver that stabilizes the oxygen ready to be released to wherever it's needed most. Anaerobic cells. If you look at most disease cells, cells are anaerobic. That means they don't like oxygen because no disease can live in an oxygenated state. But if you look at anaerobic cells love sugar and they love sulphur. That's why a lot of really sick people still crave sweets and chocolates and bacon and eggs. It's crazy, I know, but the body craves it. So when we give this to the body, what can happen, and what may happen, is what I believe happens, is the gold is sort of like the carrier to the inflammation. It senses, it's a heat sensor. Once the inflammation points are found, anaerobic cells love eating sulphur, absorb the sulphur not knowing that inside what is carried with the sulphur is silver, bacteriostat antibiotic, and oxygen. No disease can live in an oxygenated state. Like I said, I like to think of gold as the sun, silver as the moon, sulphur as the earth, and the binding one that holds it together is the oxygen. Because you and I, we're made of the earth. Have a look at it, have a think about it, and give yourself a little gift. One capful 3 times a day for the first couple of months, and then just taper off and see what it does. If you've got any questions, give us a buzz. More than happy to help. And I love it. I think it's a great gift. I think it's a gift from the stars. TriOxygen. Have a look. Brett Hayes, out of here.